Delayed handoff. It's Hosley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. On the run, it's Turner. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Lagway to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. But a little time, lets it go. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Connection to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds this big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the back. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop?
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lagway wants to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Lagway on the play action. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it on the sideline. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
Snags it, and he's open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the direct snap, it's Hosley. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And this offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
On the move from inside his 5. Offense in a bunch formation. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lagway. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. Throwing, Lagway. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play fake Lagway. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
The play action fake. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes a grab on the shot. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They're setting up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. On the run, deep down the right side. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Throwing again. Here's DJ Lagway. Going deep. Caught. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
And how How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Number 90, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He might want another play. Using his legs, it's Hosley. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here's Lagway to pass. Moving out to the right. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On his way back from the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down. Baylor Bears call their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. The sure hands, it's Hosley. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers on how to get back in this football game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
To the air, it's Mendoza. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Paging George P. Burdell.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Flagway wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Bulldogs, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Morris. Firing to the right, complete. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. There's a crease. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look, to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Flagway. He hurls one deep down the left side. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and plucked it.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls into play.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Third and 6 yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. Third down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick six.
And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last?
Going to take a shot. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Really good job by this defense, understanding tendencies and what they like to do. When they're backed up and they've got this field position, instead of trying to dink and dunk or run the football, they want to take shots, make the big play. Defense more than ready, playing the deep ball, covering all of that ground really, really well.
Fires on the move. That's caught. It's Freeman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Throwing, Lagway. Now sliding to his left. He'll throw it. It's complete to the left. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better.
Finding some room. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
To throw, it's Lagway. On the move, he fires. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Lagway wants to throw. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Number 94, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run inside. It's Hosley. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. He now has 84 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Using his legs, it's Hosley.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. Maybe some room here. He's brought down, but...